Previously, on Rise of the Runelords. After the party watched in dismay as the dragon and its passengers recovered from their run-in with Geisen's invisible wall of force, the creature and its riders took off for the town of Sandpoint, to the further dismay of our heroes. Though they immediately called upon Dwayne to follow the Ascended, the rock was unable to close the gap before the town came into view. Our heroes saw that the group atop the dragon wasn't the only threat bearing down on Sandpoint. 3 sets of giants were also making their presence known as they entered the town from the surrounding areas. The dragon made its way to the ruins of Old Light and landed, but our heroes also saw that there was a trio of giants bearing down on townsfolk at the north gate near the White Deer Inn, where the remaining townsfolk were trying to take shelter. Hesitating for only a moment, the group abandoned their pursuit of the Ascended in order to engage the giants and save the townsfolk. After a short battle, this particular group of townsfolk was saved, and the group resumed their pursuit of the Ascended down a tunnel created by the dragon's breath weapon at Old Light. Finding themselves in a very old, very undisturbed dungeon, our heroes caught sight of the Ascended quickly moving around a corner, but were unable to follow as they were instead accosted by a group of giants, leading the party into yet another fierce battle. With a battle cry of, "Get back here, you purple-robed bitch!" Grelda led the charge as Sanishi whispered some dissonance at a giant, causing it to flee. Taking advantage of the chaos, Geisen used his magic to animate 10 pinions and sent them screaming through the air at the nearest foe. The party made quick work of the first giant, but 2 more remained between them and the Ascended. Today, the adventure continues.
Do I have the objects, the nails, animated already?
Yes, you animated, and they were stuck in the giant that Icky killed. Yes, that Icky killed. So you were the last one to go in the last session. You pulled the pitons out of that dead one and shot them at the other one, but we had gone back. So yes, they're in the dead giant, and you can use your bonus action to move them around.
Okay, a little deja vu, then I'm going to do the same damn thing and pull them out and attack you anymore.
Alright, the one that's right below Grelda?
Do you remember where the body of the giant is? Do I have range to go after the other one?
The body of the giant, if I remember, it was here. It was right there. Nice. Right there. What's the range on him?
For the record, that pointy hand was hilarious.
Yeah, I was loving it.
Yes, because I remember I said last time the pings didn't work, so I found one that I liked.
Well chosen.
And I can also move your screen. If I go like, yes.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh. All the fingers. So what's the distance on it?
I'm still trying to find that.
Let me pop it open quick.
Oh, 30 feet.
30? Is that... Let me see. Is that from you, or...
Like, they have a speed of 30. So from where they are...
Oh, okay, gotcha. Then yeah, that's plenty close.
Okay, well then I'll attack the other one this time.
Okay. So go ahead and roll all 10 of them. All 10 of your Roger Rabbit bullets.
I can't wait to see that happen.
I'm so excited.
Sorry, I didn't get it to you early enough.
No, that's so I started it. I got like 3 gifts, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna finish this in time. I'm just gonna wait." But oh yes.
I was very pleased that I went back and rewatched this whole the end segment because that reminded I had forgotten about the purple robed bitch.
Oh yes.
I was like, oh man,
that's terrible.
Okay, so 10, I'm guessing, does not hit.
No.
And so 17.
That does just hit. So that's one.
Okay. So the 14 does not hit.
Nope.
And then 4 more are above that, so those would hit, and then I have to roll 3 more.
Okay, so it's 5
So
that
that's
hit so far.
5 total so far. Two more hit, 1 does not.
Alright, so that's 7 out of 10 hit. Alright, then roll damage on those. How long does this spell last for? Forever. Concentration up to 1 minute.
So should I just tell you add up the dice rolls or add up the whole shebang?
Yeah, if you want to do the math and just tell me the whole number, you can just do that. I don't trust you, no.
Sign status effect. You're concentrated.
This kind of sounds like music from Metroid.
Oh, here
It really does.
I've been playing a lot of Metroid Dread though.
Have you?
It's so good.
It's called Endgame by Ivan Dutch, I think. No. I don't know what this is.
So 39 plus I have to roll. I don't have enough dice, so I have to roll another one.
39. I don't have enough, I need more.
Plus 8, so 40.
47?
46.
48. Wait, 39 plus 8. Yeah, 47.
47.
Good lord.
Yondu, eat your heart out. Fuck.
So, yes, you raise your hand and you see Kyson's little stubby fingers kind of moving, and the pitons pull up and out of the dead giant. And then as they float up, and slowly, one by one, they turn to face the next giant, and it's looking down at Grelda, and then it sees them out of the corner of its eye, and it looks up, and as it does, they just fire off super quick. And you swear you can, like Grelda, as they kind of fly by you, you can almost hear what kind of sounds like a Texas accent. Tarnation! And like you've never heard that, so you have no idea what the hell is going on. And then 3 of them end up striking the pillar that's right next to it, but the rest of them just form like a straight line up its body and just bury themselves in it. And blood just starts pouring out of it.
Which one did you attack? Was it the one next to Icky or the one next to me? Okay, I thought he was attacking one.
Oh, I meant to attack the other one.
You meant the other one? Oh, I'm sorry, let me...
see if they could reach.
Yep, they can. Alright.
Is that okay?
Yep, same thing.
The exact same thing happens, but Icky happens to hear the Texas bullets as well.
Alright, so let me...
But of course, they speak Gnomish, so.
Gnomish with a Texan accent.
I'm not even going to pretend to try that.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Come on. Come
I
on.
don't even know what Gnomish sounds like.
That's something Nate'll have to come. Or,
Lars will have to come.
Lars will
Nice
have to
thing,
come.
Sean, is neither do the rest of us.
That
so
is
you
true.
could really make it up at this time.
But then it becomes canon.
Gnomes sound like Gollum.
Gnome sounds somewhat. If Gnomish, I would guess, sounds somewhat like Klingon, because they're compensating.
I don't know.
Alright. Gyson, do you have anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Well, that was just my bonus action.
Oh, shit, that's right.
So for my regular action, I'm gonna use Toffer's Mind Whip to attack the same one. So it's an Intelligence 17 saving throw.
Which level are you gonna cast it at? Just so I know. Second?
Yes.
Okay.
Second.
So that is a. I'm sorry. What did you say? Intelligence 17.
Yep.
Against that same one.
Yes, sir.
All right. That is a fail.
So it takes 3d6 psychic damage. Can't take the reaction until the end of its next turn. And on its next turn, it has to choose a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the three.
Alright. Alright, go ahead and roll the damage. And then Grelda, you're up next.
Uh, 13.
13. Alright. So as this robed giant is standing there, these pitons like pinning the robe to its body and blood soaking it, it looks down and then your fingers that had been like flowing just kind of snap at it. And then you see its head just jerk back and blood starts coming out of its ears and its whole body is like shaking just a little bit. And you can tell it's kind of unsteady on its feet. Anything else you would like to do?
Then for my other action, I just did. That's it.
We do have that action surge card. You could take another action.
But you can only cast one leveled spell.
I think we should save that.
Alright, well if you are done, then Grelda, you're up.
Alright, I am going to presume that I'm still raging.
No,
from
it's
last time.
it's been like a month. That rage is over. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
just, I don't remember it, but surely that's what I would have done. So, I think we said I got flanking from Icky, right?
Oh, yes.
So that means I don't need to attack recklessly. I am going to attack, shocking no one.
What?
I am raging. What? And I'm going to use the Great Weapon Master attack, which is the -5 to hit, and then if it hits, I get the +10. Since I've got the free advantage, I have my 2 d20s here. I remember not trusting the digital dice anymore, so we're doing this old. Alright, 18 +10, 28 -5. 15? No. 23. Yeah, that is.
23, yeah, that is.
Yeah. I mean, the 18 hit anyway. I'm not great at math, even on the best of days. Alright, so that means my damage is 1d12, +6, +10, +3.
Sure.
And I rolled a 10. So that's
10,
26, 36, 37, 38, 39.
39.
Yes.
Hit him again.
Alright. So, as the pitons flew by it, its head actually followed them, and Grelda uses that, the turn of the giant, and like golf swings Sasha up and like cuts up. Since it's half turn, she cuts up along the side, and the skin opens and blood just comes out as it roars and turns its head back to you for your second attack.
For my second attack, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Shocking no one. I'm like a one-trick pony, but it's a really good trick, y'all.
Yeah, if it's a good trick.
Second
That's all you need.
same as
That's
the
the first.
Okay, 17 was my high roll this time, so I'm assuming that also hits.
That does hit.
Alright.
Wait, the stone giant cast shield?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Nah.
Well, my damage roll was only a 5 this time, so 11,
Oh, I'm
21, 24 ouches.
It dies.
No.
Ouch.
So you swing Sasha up, and as it turns back around, you come right back down. But it turns so you do a straight line down, but instead of on the side, you get it across its down its chest to its hip, and it's just now bleeding from the same spots, the same amount from the front and the back.
Oh, well, now that she's opened up a hole for my arrow.
Good.
Yeah, I like balance.
Anything else you would like to do?
Oh, there's lots I'd love to, but I believe that is it for me.
All right. In that case, that
Grelda Thanos? now.
Balance.
And it's just like, perfectly balanced. That's all things should be.
She's only going to kill half the giants, and then she's going to stop.
That's not going to work for me.
No, I don't know.
All right, so after Grelda swings, you hear an echoing stomping sound.
Did you say a sobbing sound?
Stomping sound.
I like her
Stomping,
version better.
That's better.
I like her version better.
It is
There
kind
we
of
go.
close to Halloween, so, you know.
There we go. As another giant comes out of the corridor that the purple-robed bitch walked down, and it is going to walk over by the raised diocese, pick up a spare boulder, and throw it.
Dodge. It's okay. He's like a leaf on the wind.
That's not something you want to say.
Skewer. I mean, crush. Partial cover, I'll take it. Come on, bring it on. Bring it
I
on.
don't know. One, I don't know if that would be practical.
What? It's
Oh,
the
no,
pillar. I'm purposely hiding behind a pillar. Yeah.
It would probably, with the range, it's going to throw it at Grelda. $18?
Armor class 19.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
So, it picks up the boulder and it flies through the air at Grelda. And Grelda just takes a step to the side behind one of the columns. And part of it hits the column and the rest of it just kind of flies by her. And the part that hits the column just drops to the ground.
I'm loving how accidentally, nimble Grella is. This
Accidentally.
is not a character trait I aimed at.
Got a little bit of a Mr. Magoo thing happening.
Oh, look, a penny.
Sorry, Lee, asking me a question.
The letter A.
No.
12.
No.
Nate's beard.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And following that, it is joined by a bitch. Which is actually going to do the exact same thing.
He's gonna keep adding giants until somebody hits you.
Keep adding giants so when he dies.
It's okay. They're all clumping in a lovely fireball formation, I think.
If only we had a mage.
That is 20.
Okay, well, I reckon that one probably hits then. Unless it's a saving throw.
$34.
Carry the 5.
But half because you're raging. So 19 bludgeoning damage to you.
Still a lot of energy.
And I need you to roll a strength saving throw. Which I think you get advantage on because you're raging.
I have proficiency in strength, and I think I have something because I'm raging. Can you have more than one thing? No, proficiency is just advantage, right?
No, proficiency just adds your proficiency bonus to a number.
Oh, so I get advantage and proficiency. Awesome. Okay.
Does your raging? I think your raging gives you.
Yes, I get advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Okay, so yes, give me a strength saving throw. But since you have advantage, you get to roll with advantage.
Use robot dice. 21.
21. All right, you make the save.
Oh, come on.
Otherwise, you would have been knocked prone, but you are not. All right, in that case,
Muzak has died.
Just prone though, not petrified at least.
not yet. Tarnan, you're
Bad
up.
touch. Bad touch.
Bad touch.
How's he look? The one in front of Grelda.
Rough.
Rough. How does Grelda look after that?
Oh, I'm frisky. I'm fine.
Okay. And how does the one near Icky look? Since Icky is kind of out there by himself.
Better than the one by Grelda. Rough as well, but not as rough as the one that's by Grelda.
One near Grelda's dying. I mean, is getting shot at. I don't have advantage for any reason, correct? I don't get advantage. I just don't need advantage to use my...
You don't need advantage to use your...
Wait.
I would say you don't need advantage with the sneak attack, but with where you're at...
Does Icky provide...
That's what I'm
You're
trying to...
with Icky, right?
If you move to there... Yeah. I would say, yeah. If you moved... Yeah, you could get advantage on that.
If I move.
Well, you're partially... No, I'd say you could have it where you're at.
Okay,
Icky's
so
flanked.
if I have advantage where I'm at, then I'm not moving.
Yeah.
I have advantage? Alright.
Yeah.
Then I am using Sharpshooter all 3 times.
Okay.
-5 to hit. First one going in. I'll take the 12. Plus 10 is 22. Does a 22 hit?
Is that with the -5?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That would be 17. Thank you for correcting
the
me.
the one south of Grelda. Yes, that just hits.
Okay, 17 hit. You want me to see the other ones hit just to get that done?
Yeah.
No, we'll see because if it...
Yes, because you might shoot
Okay.
something else.
So, that is 4d6. Holy shit. Okay, so 2 6s, there's 10, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29 plus 6, 35.
35. Where?
Yeah.
You can do your sneak attack.
That was with my sneak
That
attack.
wasn't a sneak attack. Okay.
You just called my sneak attack ridiculously small. Jerk.
What
Hey,
happened
hey,
to
hey,
Sammy?
hey! Oh, she had to go?
She had to leave. She doesn't want to play with us anymore.
All right, so you kind of lean out and let your first bolt fly.
back.
And as the giant's looking down at the completely equal cuts on both sides of its body,
I did say I was aiming for the
Looking-
hole now.
looking down, and it actually you end up hitting right in the side of its head, right in the temple, and it right through. It just stops, and then the giant just kind of falls forward.
Girl just
And
rolls it off. Okay, so I guess the next target in line, I don't have advantage on.
The one past Icky, no.
Shite.
You would not have advantage
No,
on
no.
any other ones. No.
No. However, I didn't move, so then I will use...
You can't move.
Huh?
Doesn't the sharpshooter mean your speed go to 0?
No, that would be what I want to use now, which is steady aim. And since I haven't moved yet, I can use my bonus action. Instead of shooting, I can use it to get advantage on that target.
Okay.
So, using my bonus action, I use steady aim. I can't move anymore this round. I'm stuck where I'm at, but I get advantage on the shot. Using sharpshooter, -5 to hit. I'll take the 18. Plus 10 is 28. -5 is...
23? That
Yeah,
hits.
okay. No sneak attack. However... Wait, I don't have to roll that. That's automatically a 10. A 6 and a 6 is 12 plus 10 is 22. Bolt removed.
Alright. Boop. There we go.
What happened? Oh, that one died.
Which one died?
The
The other one. Yes. Alright, so as the first one drops, you really quick, you reload, and as it's falling, you shoot at it again, and your bolt goes right over it, right by Icky's feathers, and buries itself in the shoulder of the roped giant.
Excellent. That was bonus action. Can't move. Done.
Icky! You're up!
Icky go claw! Icky go claw!
Are you sure?
Relatively.
Are you sure?
Yeah, do that while you can until because you're not going to be able to move pretty soon.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much.
See, just when you get petrified, just make sure you put your claws out like this, and then Grelda can like pick you up. And, like, use you as your weapon.
That would almost
and then
be
you can
worth
silk a claw.
I like it.
Yep.
You gotta watch out, Sean, because you're gonna have to calculate the weapon damage of a petrified Icky if you're not careful.
There's an improvised weapon damage stat, so I would just use that.
Oh.
Sounds like, no, I got this. Don't worry.
11 and a 13.
Both would be no.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Do
say
you have any
your
cards
say your
that
thing.
would give you anything for that?
What?
Do we have any cards that would be helpful for that?
I mean, yeah, but not worth it.
With it?
Not worth it. No, because like basically the only thing I could think to use would be face me, which would give me advantage against an enemy until it's hit by anybody but me, and that just doesn't seem
Yeah.
wise.
This is just an attack. This isn't like trying to save you from getting stoned.
So whiff, key point. Gonna try again.
all right.
18.
That just hits.
Woo! I'm gonna use that key point real quick.
Oh.
Wait, no, we're not adding one. We're taking one away. Okay, so damage on that is 7.
Okay, then roll the second one.
12.
12. Go. All right, so Iggy turns, and as the giant is actually pulling the bolt out of its shoulder, as Iggy starts to attack, and he uses the momentum of pulling it out to smack one of your claws away, and then just comes right back and smacks the other one. And as it drops the bolt, you manage to get one in and like slice it up the side, and then it slaps the other one away.
All right.
It
Well,
falls over dead.
thanks to what is it? Tipsy Sway?
Tipsy Sway?
No, not Tipsy Sway. Drunken Technique. I can benefit from the disengage action, so I'm going to move to the wall to the north of me, right, just next to Grelda. But yeah, like against the wall. Can I move up one more? Yeah. That's what I would do then.
Is what you would do.
And then I will end my turn there.
All right. In that case, that's dead. That's dead. All right. Actually, let me.
Boopity boopity bop.
Alright, then this one is actually going to move right here.
Oh crap, we're in fireball
Yep.
formation.
And it is going to pick up a spare boulder and throw it at Geisen.
Well, that's not nice.
Neither is sending
Neither is
10 Texans to stab it.
Stab, stabby, stab.
Stabby stab.
10 feisty Texans.
29. I'm thinking that hits.
Oh, God.
Alright. So.
Do you have like a shield or a dodge reaction? Because I have a sense you're gonna need it.
That's ridiculous. 29.
I rolled a 19, and her ranged rock attack is plus 10.
Admiral Akbar would say at this point, close the distance so we might take some of these fuckers out with him. With us.
Alright. 28 bludgeoning damage. And I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, psh, he's
Oh,
got it.
actually.
That's no problem for Geisen.
No, yeah.
Okay, so 28 damage, mark that off. Give me a strength saving throw, and then you're gonna have to give me a concentration check. So strength saving throw first.
You got this. I mean, you've been carrying the team for at least 2 adventures now.
That's one more.
I'll take the blue.
7.
That is a fail. All right, so the giant picks up the boulder, takes a couple of steps, and hurls it, and it goes like right over Sinishi's head. And as you see it coming, you try and move out of the way, but one of your feet ends up hitting some like rubble that's on the ground, and you slip and you stop to catch yourself, and that's when the boulder just smacks into you and just knocks you right onto the ground. And let me just double check. I'm trying to remember what the DC is. It's for concentration check.
Bowling for gnomes.
It's either it was 10 or the damage. Oh,
Oh.
some bullshit. That's some bullshit. No, I like the other piano music. No. All right.
I have an overly versatile
Are
support
there any
character.
cards that would help me with that? I don't remember what the cards
Overly
were.
versatile support character.
That would be one of them.
Not a primary. Not a tank.
They're posted in the maps and handout campaign channel if you want to look there.
Okay.
I have
All right.
8
You need to
actions
make
to use my bonus.
a
I have 8 different things I can use my bonus action.
Constitution saving throw to maintain your concentration. The DC equals 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is higher. So that was 28, so I need a Constitution saving throw that you have to make 14 or higher.
Question? Sorry. Did she say she? I can tell the robed one move as well as throw? Because I don't think they're allowed to do that because of what Sinishi did, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, because
No,
of
you're
the,
right. It can move or take an action.
And take an action.
So she moved and then realized she
Thank you,
couldn't go
Relda.
I got you back. I mean, I think that means I'm gonna get a boulder to the face, but still.
No, I'd say she moves and then realizes she can't throw.
Well, she can only do one.
Okay, fine.
And yeah.
Holy balls, good catch.
Did you get it?
Nope. No.
Alright then, Geisen, you can add that 28 back. And then, yes, Grelda.
It's a
Aw,
scratch.
and I rolled a really nice one on the last one. This one's gonna be like a 2.
This is my true role in the group is to be a damage sponge. So here I am doing it.
Excellent. Good job.
Yay!
I'm glad I stepped back that extra 5 feet.
And
You're a little better at the strength
20.
saving throws than I am.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll hit though, won't it?
yeah, he had.
Higher than 19, I suppose.
It was a
It
20.
was a 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yup.
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 Oh, yeah.
Yup.
Yup, 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 yup.
Oh,
Yup.
nope.
That
He's in the
is
house.
that is 30 bludgeoning damage, half to 15, and then give me a strength saving throw.
I just want to see her. I want to see her
Honey.
catch it and just throw it back.
28. All right.
The other one was a 1, so I am really glad I had advantage.
So,
Wow.
so you watch the giant pick up a rock, and it kind of leans like it's gonna take a step. So you put both hands on Sasha, getting ready for it, and that's when it launches the rock at you, and you don't have time to react, and it hits you. But you take a step back and just steady yourself and don't fall over. And Sinishi, you're up.
Alrighty. Well, let me think. I'm a little terrified of these guys, but I want to go try to hit the, because she's within 30 feet of me, so I'm going to try to move towards the lady one.
You're gonna move right next to her? Alright, well.
Yep.
Fine.
And I want to
Actually,
attack.
hold on a second. Let me use this one. There we go. 10, 15. That's 20. Alright.
Good. So. Oh. 12?
12 is not gonna do it.
Oh, this should be better though. 27.
Woot woot.
27 does hit.
But only slightly. Just.
And then
Wait, did I do that right? That missed.
you get 3 basically. You get your attack. You can use your bonus action to offhand attack, and then when you attack, you get to attack twice. So you get 3.
Right. Okay. So that's what that's.
So that's 2.
My
So you can
alternate
roll your
attack is
third
8.
one if you want.
Better hit with 27. Ooh, and 10 damage.
10 damage. All right, and then you can roll your third one if you want.
I might do damn straight. I want to. I did better hit with 24
You
24 hits.
and 9 damage.
So 19. All right, so you kind of snake around the columns, and the giant is still looking at Grelda, like almost willing her to fall over. So as you come up to it, it turns to you, and your first one, it actually kind of leans back, and it just misses across its belly. But then you double hand with both of them, and just like bury them in its side, and then pull them both out and come out with chunks of flesh, and it's staggering, and it is not looking good at all.
Yay!
Yay, indeed.
And with that, yay, I pass my turn. End my turn.
Geisen, you're up.
Geisen is going to cast a Radiant Fireball.
Booyah! Yeah, like Icky's fire sense was tingling.
Sinishi's like, bloodbath and barbecue!
Alright, so third level, I'm taking it.
Yes.
Alright.
BBQ?
Huh?
BBBQ?
BBQ. Yeah.
BBBQ? BBBQ?
Alright, hold on a second.
3BQ.
3BQ? Ooh,
3BQ.
I like it.
It's a smorgasbord of murder.
Alright, hold on a second. Cancel that. Just want to make sure. Oh, yeah, you got plenty of space. Alright. Then I'm assuming you would like to not have Sinishi be part of the.
BBQ.
She knew it was a
3BQ.
She knew what she was getting into.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it. You don't get any more shoulder rides if you kill me.
She knew the risks when she got there.
Did I? Did I?
Now, I will say that this would be a perfect opportunity to kill Sinishi, but have her use dramatic exit.
We may not see her for 4 sessions.
Well, I just want to see where he would bring her back.
I like the pretty barbecue colors.
That looks perfect.
Nice.
Fry,
Oh my
motherfucker.
god, I could have toasted marshmallow on that shit.
You said you wanted Radiant, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
What feel like this
Whoa.
green skin turn when it gets slightly burned?
That's so cool, but it's
Oh,
not showing up.
It's
on
not
the,
showing on yours.
Yeah, and I'm focusing the screen. But that's sexy. You guys would know if you were here, but you're not.
Yeah, but you're not. It's
It was
unfortunate.
all cool and like.
Did the fire come through?
Yeah, the fire came through.
Yeah. And now it's gone.
I can kind of see it on your screen.
Ooh.
Okay, that's coming through.
Yeah.
Another one's coming. Alright, let me see if I can find another one.
And to be fair, the
Ju-
stream
just-
quality
just-
is low.
Play! I want to kill the Ascendant!
There we go. Alright, go ahead and, what is the saving throw for them?
Dex 17.
Dex what, I'm sorry?
17.
17? Alright. I will roll it for the the robed one first. Dex 17.
She loses all her hair.
That's 21. So she gets it. Then for the first stone giant. It's 12. That is a fail. And the second stone giant. That is 11. That's a fail. So go ahead and roll damage.
Damage.
Because it's half on a save, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I roll damage once, or do I roll per?
Just once. Just once, and that's the damage that the whole fireball does.
Okay.
And while he's rolling. There.
Okay, yeah, nice.
There we
you go.
I'm sorry, that's irradiant. That's irradiant damage.
It's fire rays, is what it's called. Oh, classic rays. What does that look like? Ooh. There we go.
Again, it looks like irradiant damage.
But it's rays. What about classic rays 2? What does that look like? Yeah, same thing.
Black hole.
Living fluid.
Just 26.
Just 26.
To 3 different targets, man. Come on. Give yourself some credit.
Alright. Alright, 26. Let me add that. And then half is 13. Alright, so, yes. Geisen throws out his hand, and this blue ball, it just starts out small, but as it arcs over Sinishi's head, it grows to the size of like a basketball as it hits, and it just explodes in this radiant blue flames. And yes, the two giants that are that are furthest away, you see them kind of like jerk back, and the little bit of clothes they're wearing kind of singe. They're not happy. And then you see the one closer to, like right next to Sinishi, she actually she jerks and almost goes down to one knee and then manages to steady herself. Alright. That was your action, sir?
Yep, so for my bonus action, I'll rip the nails out of her and then put them back in.
That sounds absolutely horrifying.
And I love it. It sounded so like small. Like, oh, just, as my bonus action, I'll do this thing, and it's like historically done monstrous amounts of damage.
Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah.
I stab you repeatedly. I stab you 10 times. Twice. Jesus. As a bonus action, I stab you 10 times. Shit.
10 potential times.
Still. From Radiant's heart, I stab at thee.
I'm more thinking like Chicago. My
Are you
knife's
figuring
my
some
knife's
devious?
10 times.
Are you figuring some devious things out, or should I roll?
No, you can go ahead and roll. I'm just...
Okay.
Deciding how he wants to kill us next.
I was gonna say, the answer is
Probably
both.
how long
Devious
this
things and
spell can
rolling.
actually last, like how many turns this should be lasting for him. Because it's a concentration for 1 minute.
Which would be 10 turns. How many
Okay.
turns have we been in?
Yeah, it's only like round 4 or 5.
Okay.
Stupid music.
17 hits, right?
On that one, it's 18.
18? Okay.
Okay, now you're just making shit up as you go along.
Isn't that what a DM is supposed to do?
Even if it's true,
Like when
I've
somebody's
never gotten
somebody's metagaming, you just take one monster stat block, and another monster stat block, and just swap them.
The 3 don't hit and 7 do.
Another 7. All right. Then you get, yeah. Go ahead and roll your, what is it? The 1d4s.
So 19 plus 28. 37.
19 and 28 is 47.
Or 47.
So the giant is like trying to steady itself after like its robes are pretty much just burnt off, and all of the 7 pitons that were in it just like pull out a little bit, just stop, kind of all of them turn to like face its face, go back, and then just go right back into where they had hit before, but just push in further, and the giant just is. It's about to say something, and just blood trickles out of its mouth, and it drops to the ground dead.
Victory!
That'll teach you to almost hit me with a boulder and then time reverses.
Think about hitting me with a boulder in my imagination. That didn't happen. Anything else you would like to do, sir?
I think that will be it.
Grelda, you're up.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What have I got? 30 or 35? 35 feet. I go smack dab between those two puppies.
Oh, yeah?
Up one, I think. Can I hit both of them there? The other are both 5 for me at that point.
Yeah, you could go to either spot.
I would like to go to the upper spot.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so. I am just checking on my extra things here. I'm going to attack recklessly this time because ain't no free lunch this time. And I'm going to point at the one below me is not going to get advantage against attacks on me, but I'm going to attack the one above me.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I am also going to use Great Weapon Master Attack because I have advantage. What do these know with me? 16 plus 10, 26, 21.
That hits.
Yes. Okay. Then my damage will be 1d12 plus 6 plus 10 plus 3.
Yes.
7. 17. 26.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your second one.
Okay. Oh, I didn't kill him?
No, you did not.
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Highest is only a 10. 20. Ooh, 15.
15 does not hit.
Alright, second attack doesn't hit.
Alright, so Grelda just like her little dwarven legs just like sprinting, kind of moves around the column. And your first one, you actually just take Sasha and just like you're sprinting and you just charge and just stab Sasha into its stomach. And then as you pull back out, you bring it around your head and try and swing, but as that takes a couple of seconds, it has a chance to kind of lean back, and you just Sasha goes right in front of its stomach, and its own blood kind of splatters against it from the force of your swing. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. I seethe with rage, with tiny little rage.
All right. In that case, it is the giant's turns, and we'll move over there.
Oh, shite.
All right. So the
Guy said no.
the other the one to the north is going to attack you with advantage. With its club.
It's attacking me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I saw a distance check, so I was making sure.
Oh, that was Nate with Icky. Alright, so that is 28. So that hits.
Yep.
19 damage, halved, rounded down is 9 bludgeoning damage.
9?
Take it.
9. That's with its first one. Second one. Wow.
It's much preferred over the boulder damage.
22 with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just barely. Just like, like a sock across the chin.
And that's 21 bludgeoning damage, half to 10.
Okay. Taken.
Alright, so it kind of like skirts around you and then just lifts up its club and it swings and you try and bring Sasha up, but you get it up, but at the force of a swing is just too much and it actually hits Sasha into you. And then as you pull Sasha away from you, it swings around the other side and connects with your other shoulder. And then the one to the south of you, it doesn't get advantage because of your reckless attack, but it does get advantage because of flanking. So it is going to attack you as well.
She's all like, bring it on. What do you got? It's whatever.
That is
Put 'em up, 'em up.
18. What's your armor class?
19.
19. Okay, that first one misses.
Thank heavens.
That's a 20.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh. Oh.
So I don't like math.
You picked the wrong time to be a DM.
Remember those last fights where we were getting natural 20s left, right, and center? What happened to those days?
It's his turn.
So that... Oh, no, that's not the right one. Plus 6. Alright, so that's 50 damage, half to 25.
Nikes! What?
It was a crit.
No, that's fair.
And that's the first one, so now it's second attack with its
Wait,
club.
no, the first attack missed.
No, you're
Yeah.
right. Thank you. Alright, so as you're like swaying from the first giant's like 2 hits, the second one brings its club straight down, and you manage to kind of like sidestep out of the way. You're still like tipsy swaying, stealing something from Mickey, and you kind of like sway out of the way, and it hits the ground. But then the giant, just because of its size, it swings it up and uses that upwards momentum, and just like catches you in your hip and actually like lifts you off the ground with the force of the hit, and you actually go like 7 or 8 feet off the ground, and then kind of fall back and like you superhero 3-point land with Sasha to your side, and then just kind of stand up. And Tarnan, you are up.
Put me right below Icky, please. That's 30, correct? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes. Does that give me flanking with Grelda?
I would say you need to go either diagonal north 1 or west 2. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
If you aim for the nipples, it's flanking. Just don't aim for the head.
Works for me.
Pierce those nipples.
What? No.
Yes.
Alright, so then I will sharpshooter, but only twice, because I moved.
Alright, so you're going to sharpshooter on the first one.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh, 16 minus 5 is 11, plus 10 is 21.
That it.
Okay, cool. So all of these, plus 10. 6, 12, 14, 24, 30.
30? Alright.
It dies, yeah?
No.
No.
Negative.
Alright, then I attack it again.
Are you using sharpshooter again?
Sharpshooter again.
Okay.
Oh shit. 17?
17 just hits.
Alright. 2, 6 is 8. 10 is 18.
18. Alright. So, you kind of walk by, you look at Icky, and you just kind of nod. And then you take 2 quick shots, and you manage to, it turns as it hears you moving, and you do right in his chest. One here, and they're just like sticking out. They only go in like an inch, so most of the bolts are still sticking out of its chest.
Didn't kill it. I
No.
take back my nod.
Alright. Anything else?
See, that was movement and
2 attacks.
2 attacks, which leaves my bonus action. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. I could either fire again or I'll fire again. Using crossbow expert. Still have advantage?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'll take the 18 minus 5 is 13, so 23.
That is.
6, and a 6 is 12, and 10 is 22 more. This concludes my firing day.
Alright, so it looks down at these 2 bolts sticking out of its chest, and as it looks up, the third one hits right in the center, and it's just got 3 across its chest.
That works.
And as those sit there, Icky, it's your turn.
Were I to move just north of Grelda, would I get flanking on the one between me and Tarnan because he there, or would that not happen?
No, because he's not adjacent to it.
Okay.
He would get it. He got advantage because
Because-
Grelda was adjacent
Yep.
to it. Yeah.
Yep. That was my assumption. All right. Well, in that case, I will move. I guess down 1, left 2. That'll put me in flanking position on this one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give him the old 1-2 claw.
Oh.
That'll be a hit. 26.
That is a hit.
For 9 damage.
Okay.
And that's a natural 20.
Well, you didn't even need to roll that second one there, guy. You walk out, and it's looking down at the 3 bolts in its chest, and you reach up, and you take the bolts out as you dig like 2 claws across its chest, and the rest of your claws kind of pick the bolts out as you go across. And you're holding them, and it just kind of looks at you and looks at its chest, and then drops down.
I need those.
Falls to the side.
Don't break him! Don't break him!
Icky can use the 20 from the second attack and just toss it back over his shoulder at Tarnan, right?
Yep, and then just the way you throw them, they go one at a time, in order, so Tarnan can catch them each.
Do I get them back or not?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is that natural 20? They do. They perfectly flip one right after the other in line, and you're able to just pick them out of the air.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
I believe
Show off.
I believe that'll do it for the Ixter for this particular.
For this turn. All right. Then we will start back up, and Sinisha, you're up.
Okay, around the fuck 2 and attack him again. Or, I guess for the first time.
Again, for the first time.
Dark helmet.
The way it goes.
There you go.
Let's see. Oh, first attack is a 24.
That it.
Oh, well, for 6 damage.
Okay.
Second hand is 23.
That also hits.
Like the store?
Second hand store.
9 damage.
Second hand attack.
Wait a minute, where'd Geisen go? On the...
Oh, she can't. It's because I clicked on her. She can't see him.
Oh, roger.
I can't see shit.
You can't see shit.
I still got that coin.
Yeah, you should be good.
I'm totally taking that third attack as well.
I know. I was just waiting for you to roll.
Okay, it's only 14. So
That does not hit. So, Sanishi just like lets out her orcish bloodbath
Yaw.
battle cry,
Yaw.
runs at the giant, and just like both at once just kind of jumps up and just buries both of them in its shoulder. And then as you pull them out, you try and swing another one, but it has time to kind of back up as it's just got 2 gaping wounds in its shoulder from you. Anything else you'd like to do?
Ooh, talk about his mother.
I don't have that ability.
Your father was a hamster.
But that would make me finish.
All right. And Geisen, it is your turn.
Well, surprise, surprise. I'm gonna pull those nails up and then attack the other guy.
I will say you do have to move because you can't really see him from where you're at.
Oh, okay. Is that a thing?
Well, I mean, you can't. I would say that you can't command them to attack something you can't see.
That makes sense.
I would say you need to be able to have sight, eyes on the creature. I mean, you don't have to move very far, but I would say probably to here.
What if he has sight beyond sight?
What's the name of that sword?
Sword of
What
Omens.
if I move,
Sword of Omens.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, that'll be fine there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's. I mean, there you'd have sight on him. So you'd have sight beyond sight. God damn it! Now that's stuck in my head. Should that be?
Okay.
Should that be the name of the episode?
Sight beyond sight.
It has totally nothing to do with what's
Yeah, I
happening.
don't think it has.
Just an awesome.
All right, then go ahead and roll your attacks, good sir.
Maybe that's what he can start saying whenever he summons Ollivander. Or like, you know.
Beyond sight.
I would kind of love it if you adopted like this like super dramatic, totally appropriate for anime but really awkward in real life stance whenever you do your spells.
Does that mean Icky like also like Naruto runs everywhere?
Yes. And
Yeah.
also
Puts his wings back.
And we
Well,
need
where else
to
would they
start. We need to start posing like the Ginyu Force now.
Yes.
Dragon. Like Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. Every time everybody dies, it's just you. There's nobody else here. Like you're just posing for yourself. There's nobody else in there.
So 17.
17 hits.
So 4 missed. So 6 hit.
Only 6 this time.
That's
I know
terrible.
it's terrible.
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 God, you should never cast this spell again.
Oh, the
Let
humanity.
me even keep you around.
I really don't know.
You're welcome.
It's because it wins drinking contests.
It's a lot
It
easier to
is.
say that. I mean, I could never do that for
Highly down.
the Oracocra.
The Arakokra.
Okra. It's pronounced.
Arakokra.
And I know you're talking earlier. You need to take a nap here. You're more than welcome to.
Thank you. I think it'll be good.
Go for
I think it'll be
it. And then if you want like a soda or coffee or
good. I may.
What was that? I'm sorry?
I'm trying to do the math quick.
Make players do their own math. Evil DM.
Developers are shockingly bad at math. Or not shockingly.
Not shockingly. I think that's
Yes, I know.
fairly expected.
Well,
We have things do our math for us.
Yeah.
You could do the math for me.
44.
44. All right.
Farty far.
Party far. All right. So. Sorry, I'm just watching it move around. It's throwing me off.
Sorry.
So, the giant that's laying on the ground, the pittons all they do the same thing. They like pull out of it and like float in the air like they're possessed and just slowly turn. As Sinishi's doing her attack, they're kind of slowly turning. And as soon as she like lands and like her last attack misses, so she just kind of like leans back a little bit, they fly over her head and her shoulders and just bury like from shoulder all the way across the chest to the other shoulder, evenly spaced. They bury themselves in it, in the giant, and he just lets out a roar and looks down at them, and his hands just start clawing at him. And he's looking rough. Definitely looking rough. And Grelda! Oh, I'm sorry, that was just your bonus action.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mark at him.
Am I within 60 feet?
Yes.
Yes. Look at those.
I will toll the dead then. It's a wisdom 17.
Wisdom 17. Alright. Lower spirit. $18.
The jerk.
I know. How dare you not succumb to every single thing? So as he's kind of clawing at them, you see his hands go up to his ears, and he just shakes his head, and he goes back to like, trying to pick them out. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
Nope, that's it.
Then Grelda, it is your turn.
Alright, Grelda, like, wipes a hand across her nose and it comes away bloody, and she's just like, alright, this is it, we're doing it.
This is the most
so
Grelda's been. I'm just proud of myself. This is the most Grelda's been injured ever.
This is the, yeah. It would, another crit might actually kill me, I'm just banking on it not doing that.
Alright, then go ahead.
Famous last words.
Alright, so I am going to recklessly attack and Great Weapon Master attack. There is no one else that I can see that I can say I don't want to have advantage against me. Nope, okay. So, let's do this. I got my food dice. No whammies, no whammies. Alright, 16. 21.
21 hits.
Thank heavens. Alright, are you my 12? Yes. 6, 15, 12, 13, 25.
Alright. Go ahead and roll your next one.
Alright, I do miss the robots doing all the math for me, but their rolls are not as nice. And I'm using clear dice, clear tiny dice, so I'm not like...
Yeah. That's why she doesn't want to come in person, because I can't test her dice.
Well, that was a 19, so that hits.
That is.
And that was an 11, hell yeah. I love it when I get the good rolls. 17, 27, 30 damage.
30?
Yep.
Alright, so. Girls, it's like you
Oh wait,
said.
I could have picked him as to not get the advantage against me, couldn't I?
What? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's what you meant. That you couldn't see anybody else, so you were picking him.
I'd forgotten that the one I was attacking I could still choose.
Okay. So as Grelda just wipes the blood away from her nose, takes a deep breath, brings Sasha up in a golf hit, slices along his sternum, and it just opens up, and there's just blood oozing everywhere. And then she comes down, and because of how short she is compared to the giant, she manages to get Sasha like right here, and it just buries all the way to the hilt. And then you see Sasha, like you're holding him up, and then as you yank Sasha back, he kind of like falls almost on top of you down to the side. And dice.
And if there was anyone else around, I would get yet another attack, but unfortunately they are all done.
Please don't attack me.
Then, as he falls, now I gotta see if I have sound effects. I don't have sound. Oh wait, I do have sound effects.
So, and he has death rattle.
Yeah!
Alright, so
So we
now
don't
that's
level up.
Okay, You do hear, like, as he falls to the ground, and everybody just kind of, like, takes that half second to just take a deep breath, look around, make sure there's nobody else. You all do hear an echoing cry. It is not one of, like, pain or terror. It is one of just pure and utter anger. Just boiling over with anger and hatred. And then as following the cry very quickly, you hear what is almost like an explosion and then a crash. And then after that, and that's echoing, so it's harder to hear. You can kind of tell the direction it's coming from. It seems to be coming from south, somewhere further down, further away from you. And then after that explosion and crash, the echo dies down. You don't hear anything.
I would like to not take a second. I would like to immediately try to retrieve the bolts that are near me. There are 7 available besides the 3 Icky already gave me.
Roll the percentage dice for all 7. Anything over...
You want to roll them individually?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do. Anything 5 or less, you lose. Anything 6.
5 or less?
5 or less. Anything 6 or higher. Because it's percentage dice, so it's up to 100. So 0 to 100, so you only have a 5% chance of losing them.
Oh, gotcha.
So if you roll a 0 and a 5, you lose that one. Anything else, anything higher than that, you get it. Alright, so while you're rolling those, what does everybody else do?
I'm going to use my power thing to get a 3rd level slot back.
Okay.
I get like Icky will move towards that corridor, kind of like scope things out as best he can.
Going downward?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say... Why? Oh, that's right.
Why
No, I didn't add the 20 dim vision for you. There you go.
Suppose I should.
Back over there.
And I'll also join the group, so standing.
Don't you want to stand all by yourself? Isn't that when good things happen?
Yeah, splitting party is usually a good idea.
Usually.
So
Alright.
Grelda, leans heavily against Sasha and says, I don't mean to trouble anyone, but if anyone has a heal.
Let me know when I'm done.
Okay, so Iggy, as you come around the corner, you do see that this you see kind of a cavern that goes down and ends up. It goes south and then turns east, and this cavern is decorated in blood. It's dry, it is old, but it is everywhere. On the floor, walls, ceiling, there is blood everywhere.
So I'll relay that to the group, and
Go ahead.
it'd be like, guys, if anybody else feel like we should hurry.
And I will say, as he says that, you're done collecting them.
Yes! Sprint
Yep.
to the head. As I'm going to Grelda, I pull out a healing potion, hand it to her, touch her with the other hand, and give her 3d6 healing from my pool.
A healing surge may also be.
Oh, awesome. That does for all dice or 1 dice?
Well, read it. What does it say?
You can spend a hit die and treat the roll as maximum. So
So
it's a
everybody would get a hit die. Whatever your hit die is, you would get that back.
Is it individual or group?
It doesn't specify.
Whatever your hit die is. It's for everybody. Oh, wait, let me see.
Then let her use it, not me.
Well, I would say.
Because she gets a 12.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I would say this is just a single person because it says you. So, yeah.
So yeah,
Okay,
we
let
can
her
totally.
use
Yeah, all right. So Grelda can spend a hit die and treat the roll as maximum.
So,
Wait, let's do things one at a time.
Yes.
I can take the healing potion and potentially not use that.
alright, so why don't you do the hit die
It's one
first?
slot.
Yeah, why don't you do the hit die first since that's a set amount?
Okay. It's just a 1d12?
Oh yeah, but if you treat it as max, that's the card. So you automatically heal 12, just off the top for that. She was down to
Perfect, done.
30, actually. Out
I
of
was still like, more.
120.
I'm at 42
I
out of
did
122 for
yeah.
the math nerds in the group.
90 damage.
Wow.
Like I said, that was the furthest I've ever gotten Grelda. Mostly, I barely make a dent in her. That was...
Yeah, I was at 30,
That's
which
good.
All it
I had
takes...
one boulder do 30 damage to me, I think.
All it takes is throwing 5 giants at you.
You also receive another 10 from Tarnan,
Okay, 10. Thank you.
and then a healing potion if you want it.
Oh no, we're not using that till we need it. I'm ready to go. We gotta chase that purple boulder before he gets away.
What was that,
Let's go
Joe?
get the bitch.
I was like, I can toss in a little healing too.
Alright, I am just
But
going
not much.
to... Alright, then if you guys are going to move, as you you go south into the cave, you know what, I'll just give you guys a glance as things go down. As you continue south... Oh, I got you. Here. Oh, dang it. Oh, I got it. You see, it's basically a single path. These look like there were 3 alcoves that have collapsed, and there's, like, you see nothing of note in them. You can just tell that it's further evidence that this cavern is old, and it has been here for a while. And whatever happened collapsed different parts of it, but it is still a single path down and around. I guess I'll stop every little bit to see if you guys want to do anything except continue forward. Because as of right now, I'm considering you guys basically you're dashing, you're sprinting. So if you want to do anything other than run at full speed, you need to
Unless
tell me.
someone convinces Tarnan to be careful, he's seeing red. He's this close to his goal.
And Grelda knows it, so she is right on his heels.
All right. Then the cavern does kind of slim down a little bit. It's probably 4.5 feet across, so you guys do end up having to go single file down this next part.
Except me and Dyson, right? We can walk side by side.
Not shoulder to shoulder. If you guys want to hug and sidestep, you absolutely can.
Like tango your way down the hallway.
Exactly.
Species said something about giving me a ride earlier.
Well,
Yes.
we decided you can do short rests up on my shoulders.
we did. I cannot believe I allowed that. But yes, we did decide that. Okay, and then so you come to the rest of the cavern that you've been through has been either it looks like it's naturally formed or kind of dug out with the purpose of getting somewhere. It's normal rock formations on the side and the top. But then you come here and this is a 15 by 15 cut out square room with a door on the other side that is currently closed. The walls, ceiling, and floor of this otherwise empty room are densely packed with writing, in many cases overlapped and tangled to the near point of illegibility. And it is not a language that any of you recognize off the top of your head. And then there is a thick wooden door closed in front of you.
That I'm shocked that I cannot read it.
You've bitten so many books, Tanishi. I really feel like that should have helped.
Exactly. Thank you.
Tarnan does
I
not.
do have just a question from a lore perspective. So Dyson has used the ability to understand languages a couple times.
Yes.
Once the spell is gone, is the language once again nonsense, or is it familiar enough that he would recognize?
No, unknown languages only become known while the spell is going on.
Good. Dyson's going to use comprehend languages. I have it as an ability. So I don't have to cast a spell slot, but I'll use that to read it.
Let me just check it really quick. One's for short rest. Okay, yeah, go ahead and mark that off. Again, because it's a lot of it is written on top of each other, so while you can as soon as you cast a spell, you can read it. Some of it is just simply illegible because it's words written on top of words, written on top of words. You do make out familiar words and phrases that you have seen before. You see Lord Kurzog multiple times in different sizes. You see...
Looks like Kurzog was here.
It just said, yeah. XO.
Kurzog is Lord!
What a good time call
For a good time,
Kurzog.
For an ascendy time.
You do, you see the word Runelords multiple times. You also, there is one spot where it is clear, where it seems, I mean, it hasn't been written over to the point of illegibility, and you see just like kind of scrawled on top of each other in different angles. It's been 6 months. Haven't eaten in 9 months. I'm waiting for my lord. When are they coming back? Things along that line. And most of that is repeated in combinations that are gibberish that don't make sense. You can read them, but the sentences don't actually make any sense.
I relay what little I've found out to the group.
Okay.
Tarnan is not able to slow himself down right now.
Okay.
Is this door locked? I try it.
You try it. You turn the handle and it begins to open for you.
Okay.
That was such a mean pause. That was so mean. I was just expecting a trap of some kind.
That's kind of why I was flipping the coin a few times to see.
Uh-oh.
What? Oh.
Oh.
What did you do?
What?
Literally nothing.
Literally.
Looks like
Discord
Discord.
just dropped.
Yeah.
Oh no, we all stayed.
Yeah.
I hear you.
We're back. Yeah, apparently Discord.
Just double click on the on Lars's picture. Oh, there you go.
Well, yeah, like
You
it.
guys failed.
That's odd.
I
Yeah.
see you guys, but not the stream.
Yeah, I'm fixing it.
Fix it.
Fix it.
I'm fixing to
Which
fix
is
it.
in the
Fix it.
in the group area. What is your shirt, Nate? It looks like a finger, like doing a finger guns at like a zombie.
Yeah,
Like,
so
oh,
it's
no.
this is the symbol of run the jewels. You know, so you got like they always like do this. You know, they got like one fist holding the chain, and then you know doing that. That's like their thing. But yeah, it's
Zombies
but yeah, they're absolutely zombie hands.
That's
Okay, fair
fantastic.
enough.
Come on, give me my cursor back. There we go. Share the screen. Share Foundry.
Forever.
And the recording is still recording. Super duper.
Alright.
I would like to push open the door and do some kind of acrobatic roll into the room, expecting some kind of immediate attack at my head height.
No, you have headlights.
No!
So, hold on a second.
Not the hair! It's like losing your beard and side chops. See? Beard no evil?
Yeah.
What?
Alright.
Yours is good.
Yours
is good.
I'm gonna open the door.
Die, motherfucker, die.
Alright, so, as Tarnan throws open the door and, like, does the little, like, Indiana Jones roll forward and lands, everybody else is still just, like, standing, like, directly behind you. And they just kind of, everybody just kind of looks at you. And then you see this hallway.
My understanding is they're still trying to figure out the words.
Yeah, but you throw, obviously, like, throw open the door and you roll, but they're still all standing in the room. So like, they can clearly see over you.
Okay.
You do see it is a hallway that is carved. Oh, wait.
All the fingers are pointing at me. They're all laughing at you, Daddy. They're all gonna laugh at you.
So you see a carved hallway. It is about 60 feet long, and then you see it has collapsed at the end, and there are parts of the wall that go down have cracked open and collapsed a little bit. And there is a door about 50 feet down on the eastern side that is closed. You can see the handle and the lid on it. Alright, what is everybody else doing?
Following the hell out of Tarnan.
Yeah, I'm following. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Follow.
Homicidal guy. So one thing I do like
Homicidal half health on the loose. It is at 11.
One thing I do like about Foundry, the doors, I can set them so the players can open them.
That's cool.
So they
Okay, so I gotta check again. Because I'm... Yes, this time he bothers to see if it's trapped.
give me a perception.
I perceive... Not mightily. 9?
9?
9?
That's easy.
Okay. Open the door.
Alright, so as you open the door, you see a mostly bare room with a long wooden table on the opposite side that is cracked in the middle, and both halves of the table are on the floor, and everything that was on it is kind of piled in that. On the ground around the table, you see just like scorch marks. And the walls of the room are decorated with flowing script and runes. On the east wall, you see the only spot in the room that seems to be free of erratic writings. Instead, you see a painting. In fact, what you see is more of a mural. It's a stunningly detailed work in stark contrast to the rest of what you've encountered so far. What you see is an island covered in lush jungle foliage, and Tarnan, you recognize this picture as what Obi had showed you. The vision Obi had showed you the island, and Iggy, as you see this, you very much recognize it. An island covered in lush jungle foliage, almost split into two separate islands, save for a slice of land connecting them. Though the southern of the two connected islands is larger, it's the northern island that has received the majority of the artist's attention. The focal point of which is a sprawling mountain standing tall and solitary amongst the dense foliage. Halfway up the side of which is an open-mouthed cave, on top of which is a circular pool of blue water, and inside is painted a small set of silver scales. And yes, you recognize this immediately as Ravenrake Island and Hollow Mountain, and it is stunningly similar to what you saw in your vision.
Okay.
And the rest of the room is bare.
So
If Dyson still has the comprehend languages going, do I make anything out of the writing on the walls?
What you can comprehend is mostly on the north and south walls, and you see the word scales repeated. It's not here. It should be here. It's gone. Where is it? And then on the opposite wall, you see it should have been here. How did it get to the island? Why is it there? My master needs it to be here. Repeated in different phrases, but that is the gist of what most of the writing is.
Tarnan, being in the room, is looking around desperately for doors or anything else that would allow a person to have escaped. Whispering something to the effect of, "Where is he? Where is he?"
I'm giving you a second check.
Actually, are we technically in a town? I don't think so because it's abandoned, right?
You are under Sandpoint still. Let me see if that would. Let me read your ability quick.
Is it?
22.
This is a dungeon, so yeah, this wouldn't work.
Alright. From inside the room, the walls are The walls look to be solid. There does not look to be any exit or entrance in this room other than the door you came in.
So, without waking the neighbors, Tarnan is touching the walls, trying to find another access out, and the whispers are becoming louder and louder, a little bit desperate, and finally it ends with him yelling and throwing his fists up in frustration, yelling, "Where are you?" And then frustratedly looking at the rest of the party.
So, I'm gonna, I guess, percept the room. Like, does it look like the damage was done, like, super recently? Was it maybe the bang of the
Give me a
sound
perception check. Give me a perception check.
There it is. The dot just needs efficiency. Roll. 17.
Raven Rake Island and what was the name of the cave?
Hollow Mountain was the name. That was the mountain, and that is where your village is, on top of Hollow Mountain, and that is also where the cave was. So Grelda, you actually you move forward and you bend down and run a finger through the the ash and the dark smudges that are on the ground. And you touch the table, and the table still feels warm where the wood split. So you can tell that this was done very recently. Because even the damage that has been done to the wood hasn't cooled from whatever did it.
Okay, I relay that to the group.
And then at this point, just a second.
Fuck the what?
Trying to remember it. Alright, what were you gonna say?
No.
No? Alright.
Tarnan is just seething, looking frustrated.
Did Tarnan or Geisen have any way of detecting what's magic that was used in an area?
No, I gave that up.
I have a spell, a ritual called Detect Magic, but I don't know if it would detect, like, magic that's no longer present.
Right.
It would just be if there's something still active.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do teleportation spells have an odor?
Teleportation smells.
Smells, yeah, exactly.
Ozone. It creates ozone, right?
Bill, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Does that mean you could like teleport a fart into somebody's nose?
That's just.
No, you have to fart and then teleport. Like it's
I ain't
crops.
wisdom. I ain't got a chance. 4.
4? Okay. But Grelda, not that you're aware of. Not that Grelda is at all aware of.
I asked this of Geisen for a reason.
And what does Geisen?
Not particularly.
I could spend 10 minutes casting Detect Magic if you guys think it would be worth it, but I think it's doubtful that whatever happened is still happening.
Did did we ever see what happened to the dragon after it breathed?
Yes. It flew away to the south. You were debating on taking Dwayne and following it. You decided to head down into the south.
Thank you.
Actually, I could cast it one time right when I see if I can find that thing.
Save.
But then I could cast a ritual.
Geisen, save it.
Without.
We'll come back. Save it. We'll come back. We got to see what the rest of the town's going.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's enough other shit going on that this is whatever.
Yeah.
These ruins aren't going anywhere. We'll give you days if that's what it takes, but we gotta go see what's going on up top.
Wasn't there another passage? Too?
To the south of where we came in, I think.
Yeah.
That relights the fire in Tarnan's eyes. Hoping for a short teleportation boost. And out the door he goes.
Alright, so you head back to the main chamber, and yes, there is a... you see what was a set of double doors. They have since fallen off of their hinges and rotted away for the most part. But they lead to a long hallway, and that has 2 doors on the east and 1 door on the west.
Like in a bitch.
Like in a bitch.
The single door,
Let's
yeah.
open some doors.
What was that?
Let's open some doors.
Yep.
The single one? Alright.
You know, Tarnan's calmed down a little, so he will check for traps.
Give me a perception check.
I perceptify not so good.
Muscle.
8.
Is a door. It may open inward, but possibly outward.
There is no push-pull sign on it.
Therefore it rolls to the side.
It's a pocket door.
It's a pocket door.
Huh? Seems fine.
Okay, open.
Whatever was here is long gone. It's collapsed.
Cross the hall, please.
Okay.
Check for traps.
Okay.
Much better. 22.
22? As far as you can tell, there's nothing.
Open it.
Whoa, shoot the boobs!
Alright, as you look inside, small dunes of rubble and dust lie on the floor in this room. The wall and ceilings are densely crowded with scribblings and markings. An image of a 7-pointed star glares from the wall to the east. It is floor to ceiling. It's 15 feet tall. This particular star. It is faded, but it is quite large. Other than that, the room appears empty.
Do I read anything on the walls that seems important?
Let's see. Yeah, it would still be going. As you kind of, are you going into the room and reading them, or are you staying out in the hallway?
Well, has Tarnan gone into the room?
Yes.
Okay, then, yeah.
Alright, most of it is written over so much that it's unintelligible. You see Kurzog, Runelords, you do see there's a place for me in Zinjalast, written a couple of different times. And then the wall to the east where the Sahedron is, there are no words written over the Sahedron, like that seems to be the space, like that space seems to be left alone. But around the edge of it, almost in a circle, is just written, Kurzog will return, he promised me he will return, I will be rewarded, repeated over and over and over again around the outside of it.
Does Geisen smell any teleportation about?
It smells like farts, and you have no idea why. And you look at Icky, and then you look accusingly at Sanishi.
Oh, I'm sure he's familiar with Sanichi smell. He's usually following her, so I'm pretty sure he would know if it was her.
I'm not at a great level either.
Oh, you are at the perfect level, actually.
If people want to know what my farts smell like, you're at the perfect level.
Yeah.
It's called balance, excitement, it comes from the ground, it's perfectly natural.
So ladies gotta stick together.
Tarnan asks, Dyson, anything useful?
Give a summary of what you told me, but no, nothing that seems very useful.
On to the next door. I will check. 12.
Seems fair.
I will open.
It is another partially collapsed room with cracks along the walls and the ceiling. On the southern wall, you do see half of what looks like a Sahedron. The other half of the picture seems to have been part of the wall that collapsed inward. But other than that, it's empty.
No words?
No words in this one, just the Sahedron.
I'm looking around to see if anyone's going to stop me from moving on. Yep. Okay. To the town.
But since it's obviously we're going back up to the town, Grelda's gonna make sure and like slap him on the shoulder. I guess up here on the shoulder, and just say, "Don't worry, we're gonna get this guy."
I've been telling myself that for 5 fucking years.
Yeah, but now you got this.
I just have a question. I probably should ask while we were in that room, but guys would remember seeing it. Is there anything about the craft table and I don't know what we saw in there that would seem like it would go with a teleportation spell of any kind, or like anything you would know of that would make sense that the guy would disappear?
The craft table itself strikes you more as something along the lines of like a firebolt or an offensive spell because of the wake it left behind. And you would also, just like looking at it and knowing the kinds of spells that would leave that kind of damage, the muffled explosion and the crash kind of makes sense.
Make haste to the city, town, village, people.
Hi, sir.
These peoples.
These people, those people.
These people's trying to fade me.
We may still have to deal with the dragon.
Oh, darn.
Okay, so as you come up out of the hole in Old Light, you turn and look at the city, or the village of Sandpoint, and you don't see any people moving around. Actually, from Old Light, it is raised significantly from the rest of the town. You see to the south, there is smoke coming from a couple of buildings where you had seen, right by the bridge down here, where you had seen the Giant's Cross. There's a couple of those buildings that you see smoke rising out of. And then looking towards the north, trying to think of if you can see it from this angle. Outside of the White Deer Inn, you do see the bodies of a couple of giants kind of strewn there. You can see them from a distance. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be any movement. It is surprisingly quiet. Like the town is just, there's almost no noise going on.
Good.
Dwayne's with us, right? Right here?
Mm-hmm. Should
Yes.
be. Isn't it? Unless he would have been
No,
frightened off.
You didn't tell him to be frightened off. So he doesn't have the mental capacity to be frightened off.
Cool.
Oh, look, it's
He
chewing on me.
doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't have the
Oh, God.
ability to do things.
I got it's chewing on me. Oh, this is terrible.
No, he is still there. You do see that some of his feathers are darkly singed, but he is still there.
I feel like this is like a Hodor moment. Like the bird was just like, "Master said stay here."
Holy light, holy light, holy light.
Well, he told him to perch. He perched.
Good bird.
I mean, it's got to be kind of frustrating to the dragon where the rock is sitting there, he breathes fire at it, and the rock just looks at him like, and? I ain't moving. You gonna do it again?
Let's stay here and see how long this takes. But I got things.
Does he look flight worthy?
Your summoned rock is flight worthy until it's dead.
Holy
and then
crap.
it blinks out of existence.
Caw, caw, caw.
Yep.
And the rest of us.
Only you guys.
I mean,
Guys, just flap your
Oh, wait,
shit.
that's right.
Save the little ones.
So yes, you can. Dwayne looks just fine. Fly-wise.
Do you mind taking us for a quick?
Let's go.
Sorry, Grelda. Hop on the bird.
Was that intended to leave Grelda behind? Or
No.
not? Because she could go check on the people in the safe house. Just saying. Just, throwing that out there. It's an idea.
So you want to miss out on the? You want to miss out on the chance to fight more things? That's fine.
Grelda takes Tanishi's hands, hops up on the rock.
Okay, just give us a circle around, see if we see any more activity. Any?
All right, everybody who has their eyes open, give me a
Burn!
That's fair.
Damn it. Perception, you say?
perception. All right, and we will go with Tarnan.
18.
18. Icky.
9.
9. Geisen.
21.
21. Sanishi.
5.
5. All right.
Bird.
And
17.
17. Okay. And Grelda hears the wind rushing past her ears.
I don't know.
And it's horrible. Every second of it is horrible.
You just yell, Icky, how can you deal with this? No, so you make you start going south and just kind of fly around the edges of Sandpoint and looking out to this, like, along the sky, along the ground, you see nothing but it's blue skies, partly cloudy. It's a beautiful day out.
When we're over the part of the buildings that were sowing smoke, is it continuing to burn or is it kind of petering out?
You don't see any active flames.
Okay.
It looks like there are 3 buildings down there that are basically just destroyed. They are collapsed in. It looks like when the giants walked by, they paused for a minute to have some fun. Walls are collapsed in. Roof is collapsed. They are uninhabitable, but they are not
I don't look
currently.
like a rusty dragon, are they?
No, they are further
Oh,
south. You see, the Rusty Dragon would be right here, and the smoking buildings are down here.
That's either of those things. Why didn't I say
Yeah,
that?
did you make a hand do a
Oh,
thing?
no,
or-
sorry.
Oh,
It's
hold on.
because I don't have the thing focused. There we go.
Oh,
Okay, so there we go. They're down here.
And the Rusty Dragon is...
Right here.
Yeah. Near.
Near. They walked by the Rusty Dragon, but did not destroy the Rusty Dragon.
It's because there was a dragon head on it and they were feared. They were feared.
They're heard.
A furred.
Did we get the dragon head up there ahead of time? Or was
Yeah.
that just a glitch?
Yeah, so
It is up there. As you fly by, it is up there. Taking the place of the Rusty Dragon that was there prior.
All right, Icky. Let's head up towards the Whitetail. We'll land there and see what we can find out. They love it.
All right, so as you circle around to the White Deer Inn, you see that there are 2. There are the 3 bodies up near the north gate,
Yep.
but in addition to that, there are 2 giant bodies laying just outside of the front doors of the White Deer Inn, and then you also see that the front doors are they are not there anymore. They are collapsed inward.
Going in.
All right, so you land. Is everybody going in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, so as you walk in, you see that both of the large doors have come off their hinges and have collapsed inwards, kind of to the sides. And as you walk in, you don't see any damage other than that on the inside. What you do see is on top of the bar, you hear, like, as soon as you start making noise coming up, you hear a hiss. And you look at the bar and you can see Heka on the bar just like hissing at you. She has her back arched and her tail up and her fur is like on edge. And then as soon as she sees you, she kind of like drops her back and just kind of looks at you, hops down and like starts walking over to you.
Good to see you too. Hemlock! Hemlock!
As you yell, Hecka turns around and kind of runs into that side storage room, or past through the kitchen in that general direction.
Follow the cat.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you go into the kitchen, and as you make your way to the storage room, Hecka is coming back, and Hemlock is following her.
Thank you to the cat.
The cat looks up at you, nods, and then runs by all of you.
I knew that fucking thing was the actual control freak. Have you ever seen a human as a pet? It's ridiculous. No sign of the dragon, no sign of other giants. No sign of my quarry. How'd we fare here?
We got everybody in, thanks to Mary and Hecka. There was some commotion out front, but by the time I got to the door, there weren't any doors, and the giants were dead, and Hecka was wandering around. So,
Are you okay?
I haven't seen her. Hecka hasn't taken her eyes off the front door, but I haven't seen Mary since before we went down. After that, I haven't heard anything.
Hecka, where's... Wait a minute.
No, she already went past all of you towards the front door.
That's right. Alright, if you... The town seems relatively intact. There's 3 buildings. Southwest area. I'm sorry, is it southeast?
East.
Southeast area that seem to have taken the brunt of some attention there. Do me a favor, find out who actually lives there and what kind of help they need. And if you want to start unloading and letting people try to get back to some symbol of normalcy, what do you want done with these bodies?
Throw them in the bay for all I care. Is that it? There were more than a few giants that came in.
Look over at Grelden, Sanishi, and Icky. No, they were cleaned up pretty quick. Look over at Geisen. It was really bright.
And the dragon?
No idea. Took off.
It seems like what our quarry was looking for wasn't here. They left in a hurry once they found that out.
I wish they would have known that before they came, but I guess I'm glad they found out. Alright, if you tell me it's safe, I'll start letting people know they can leave.
Icky, do you need help taking Dwayne and disposing of the bodies in the farther out, away from the shore, if you can?
Do we have time for that? You know where he's probably...
I know.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Be headed over there.
They can handle the bodies.
How fast can we get there?
How far? Have you mapped this out?
I tried to steer him away from it, but no!
RP amongst yourselves while I...
We are literally never gonna get another cool item ever again.
Yeah,
If they
not
can do
not
this
one.
much
Not
better.
one like this.
I'm an idiot. I didn't know how long this would take, so I didn't take the time to map this out.
In your defense, us finishing that battle would normally be 2 more sessions.
Yeah.
That's true. Good job, guys.
Okay, so it is about 200 miles from
Your monster
where
can't
you
get that far,
are.
can you?
And how far can Dwayne go?
He has a 140 foot move at
Yeah, but
max speed.
it's a
I
daily
think it's,
thing.
yeah, 70 miles per day.
Oh right, let's see.
He's got a max mileage per day.
Yeah.
Because you can do more than that, but if you go an inch over that max mileage, you manage.
Well, brother, at least we're not flying anymore.
144 miles per day.
Alright, so...
144.
Oh, jeez.
You tell me the vision on this
Well,
map.
I looked over at Relda. I know there's there's some of us that wouldn't mind a little rest anyway.
Zelda like cracks. Like when she does this, the shoulder actually like cracks to an alarming amount, and she's like, "No, I'm fine."
All right, go ahead and zoom out a little bit.
Oh, why can't you zoom out?
All right, so down.
Tarna puts a hand on that shoulder.
This is where you're traveling. Oh,
Can Geisen, in the past have rumored to pick up his nails?
I'll say yeah. That's what is that?
Okay.
It's not showing up.
No,
No.
but I can.
Oh,
Pretty much, you have to name like 7 out of those 10 nails now.
It's only 45 fucking feet.
We'll get there in no time.
look at that! You get there in 6
Just trust
seconds.
me.
What if we need Dwayne? We'll just step across the water.
You can skip across all those little islands.
No problem.
No.
But no, it's about 200 miles, so you would need to travel 144. Like, you basically need to island hop.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be more than 200 miles because you'd have to kind of curve.
But he would know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Icky could
You
guesstimate.
also have.
Yeah, it's a map. I got it.
Yeah. You also have a map of Varissia. You're familiar with the islands. You would be able to get there. You would just know that it would take probably a day and a half going around. I'm gonna say the better part of 2 days altogether.
Okay.
Just because of the kind of curved roundabout way you have to get there.
And we'd have to have a full night's rest for Dwayne to fly again anyway. So.
Yes, you go 140 something miles, stop, rest for a full day. Or like, I think it ends up being like 12 hours of rest. Because I think Dwayne can travel that 144 miles in about 10 hours. Between the travel time, resting for an hour. So it would take you almost a full 2 days to get there.
And this is the same day that Dwayne's already been flying around. So can we get to that island?
We should probably just, all things said and done, rest in Sandpoint.
I could add up that mileage that Dwayne has done between flying around, flying out. I mean, it hasn't been too many. I don't think it's been more than 20 altogether.
Right.
So you have the majority of it, but it is not all of it.
I think in character it makes sense for us to maybe not have been inch by inch calculating that and to think that staying in Sandpoint would be a logical choice.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Icky's there
Yeah.
too with you there too, man. But
Well, I'm just trying to play the character.
yeah.
Fine. Yeah, we'll stay here. In that case, let's help them get rid of the bodies. We'll dump them in the ocean. I will see to the families and see if there's something we can do to help ease their loss. I'm intending to giving them monetary funds unless anyone objects to me taking it out of the party funds.
Oh.
Icky doesn't give a fuck.
Okay. Geisen, I know some of your things get to be expensive. Are you concerned about me dropping 150 gold, 200 gold on these guys? For
Don't we have like shitloads of gold? I don't
Yes.
remember.
Well,
But
there's also that.
I also want to make sure that everyone's comfortable with me doing it first. Since I'm...
So funny.
Do
I
we?
apparently am holding quite a lot of our money.
What was that, Lars?
I'm
Do
apparently
we have a
holding.
ballpark of how much money we have currently?
I don't
I've
know.
got 1,600 on me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Then...
And I don't recall making any weird clicky things, so that is probably accurate. I feel like
Yeah,
Just
Geisen, you have 1,200. I think everybody's got over 1,000.
We've got 300
Yep.
3,950 in party funds that haven't been spent yet.
I only have 1,400.
Oh!
Alright, so we're good. We're all good then.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna drop once, just to shorten this up. Once Hemlock tells me who's actually been injured,
I would say that will take time.
To find out who it was?
Yeah. I mean, basically, like, they were all hiding down here. They would need to all come out, basically make a... See who did get down there, who didn't. I'm just saying, like, this will be a few hour process, maybe a good day before they would be able to tell you that. He wouldn't just be able to, like, pull out a list. Just making sure you know, like, this isn't an immediate thing. This would be like, let me get back to you tomorrow morning.
If Icky is going to take care of the bodies, I'm going to be down there to see what's what, and if people show up when I'm down there, fantastic. If not, that's kind of where Tarnin's going to go, is see what he can do to help out down there, since he doesn't know what else to do with himself right now except for stew in self-loathing for missing an opportunity to kill the purple robe bitch.
Bastard. No, it was a bitch. Okay, so then this is like a party split up moment. So Tarnin is going to go down the stairs into the hideout area. Icky, I guess we'll just, like, where's everybody going, and then we'll hit each other.
Can Icky even, like, do anything to help move the bodies? Is he?
I figured you'd take Dwayne, and Dwayne would be strong enough to pick one up at a time and just throw it.
How much does a giant weigh on average?
A little more than Grelda.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Quick question for Sean before people decide. Do you recall his relative people the Goblin Squash tables yet?
No, you have not shared that with anybody.
Let's say I did that before Tarnin made his decision as a. Oh, by the way, beyond the Goblin Squash tables.
Ours, we're getting a lot of feedback off of you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Thanks, man.
Alright, so yes, Grelda, before everybody parts, Grelda informs everybody that you now own the Goblin Squash tables.
Wait.
And her intent in doing so, by the way, to give you an idea of, like, why it would have come up at this point, is, like, the worry about the money. Oh, no, it's fine, because, like, we now have a money-making adventure, and Paddock is in charge of it, so it's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
That's like a good news, bad news thing. You realize that?
It's going to be a very sneaky business.
Grelda does not realize that. Grelda thinks this is fabulous news.
Wait. We own something in this town now?
Yes.
Yes.
We have property.
And employees. We need to give them dental and health benefits.
Dungeon and Monopoly. Let's go.
You know what?
Screw the
purple bitch. Let's play
No.
Monopoly. Let's play D&D Monopoly.
Hey, if we play our cards right, then the next time he comes through Sandpoint, he'll be
The
broke.
next
We
time.
own this town. If we just wait long enough, he'll come back.
Why? There's nothing here for him.
And just so everybody knows, Dwayne can carry up to 1,000 pounds, and the average stone giant weighs 5,000 pounds.
Cool.
Oh my! Oh dear.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't so Icky, is like honestly this like he's
I would say you would know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's like Icky will just kind of like be like, okay, and like are we still is Sheriff Hemlock in the area?
I would say like you were all still in that kitchen the kitchen holding area. You haven't you've had that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Hecate just went by. The sheriff asked you, "Is everything okay?" And you are like having a little conversation before everybody splits off. So I'd say you're still there until you tell me you leave.
Okay.
So there's no. Okay.
I mean, and Icky honestly had by Grelda.
Bye, Grelda.
Icky honestly has no interest in helping with the giant bodies. If anything, he would spend his time flying around himself, not on Dwayne. He would, if Dwayne needed a command given, he would, but he'd just basically be looking. Just looking.
Spending some alone time up in the air.
Mm-hmm. And I would if there's anything that kind of looking about the town, but if nothing caught his attention, just kind of circling.
All right, what was that first?
Speaking of looking, Dyson would just step outside and see if there's any sign of Heka or Mary.
Okay. What is Tarna doing?
Well, now that I know that we can't move the bodies by bird, I'll ask the sheriff. What are your thoughts on how to get these bodies out of the people's way?
With as heavy as they are,
A couple teams of
take
horses,
some horses and hook them up and
drag them out.
slowly but surely. I figure there's 5 of them that I see. If we can get those out of the way by the end of the week, I'll be happy.
Apparently, we now own the stables. You are free to use our horses to help? Yes.
Thank you and congratulations on owning a piece of this wonderful town.
Normally such a nice thing, but right after a dragon and giant attack, a little bit less meaningful.
Kind of felt like we owned a piece of this town beforehand, in spirit. But, okay. Tarnan will actually physically walk down to the buildings that are on fire and just kind of wait around to see if there's anything he can do to start helping, because he needs to keep busy right now.
Okay. What is Grelda gonna do?
I was waiting to see what Tarnan was gonna do. And I think she can sense that he's like not in a good mental or emotional place right now. So like,
He's not
part of
hiding.
her would have gone to the squash stables to start making a brewery in the back, and part of her would have offered to chop the giants into smaller bits that Dwayne could indeed fly away.
I thought about that
But
too.
instead, she's gonna follow her heart. She's gonna go with Tarnan and like just be there, offer him beer if it seems like that would help in any way, but just sort of like not let him be alone.
Alright. And then Sanishi.
I think I'll go and I'll help with some body disposal. Pack them up.
Alright. Go ahead. So, as you have this conversation, since you all turn around and begin walking out, as you exit where the doors would have been, you all see Heka to the north side. You watch her kind of trot away and then kind of dart around the edge of the building to the north side. So, Tarnan and Grelda, you begin to head south. It is at the edge of town, so it's about a 10-minute walk. Sanishi, as you walk out, the first giant body is about 15 feet away from the entrance. And as you walk out and pick up your axes, there's a couple of Crown's guards that come out from behind you and heft up their swords, and you all begin working on the bodies.
Wait, before you continue. This is literally a moment where Sanishi could have a bloodbath. In front of the people who are terrified that she has actual bloodbaths. I just want to appreciate this moment.
I suppose, yeah. I was kind of grinning, like it's better.
Alright, and since we're here, Sanishi, give me a strength check.
No?
No, I say. Ooh, that's
I like that.
14, that is crappy.
14.
That's,
Alright.
that's an athletics check. That's not a
Wait,
strength
that was an
check.
athletics check. Let me try that again. Strength. How the fuck do I have disadvantage on strength?
What? That can't be right. Try again.
Disadvantage?
You don't have disadvantage. How do you...
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at my list, the list of skills, the same one that I just rolled accidentally for,
You have a +9,
A +9 on strength? Holy
Yeah.
balls!
and you are proficient in it.
upper left-hand corner, perhaps, of your character sheet.
Yeah,
On
that's
your.
what I'm like. I'm looking at my skill list, and that says disadvantage.
Well, there's-
oh, on stealth. Oh my god, I can read.
I was gonna say like strength isn't a skill,
No, strength is far on the left.
and that was a saving
We
throw.
need to feed Sunichi more books.
That's
No,
like up
there's a fucking...
up from the window you just clicked because you clicked saving throws.
Yep, it's above that.
Yeah, oh, you have a +5 on that.
Nate, I literally heard you say up
Yay!
from the window, click, click, click.
Alright, so,
Times. There's
24. Alright, so,
orcish chick.
alright, so you begin hacking away at the legs, at the hip level. There is another ground guard that comes over and begins to hack at the opposite leg. And you're going pretty good. I mean, you are cutting through skin and bone, and you are doing, like, you're making pretty quick work of this. And the crown's guard on the other side of you is actually doing not too bad for just having a longsword. The third crown's guard kind of looks at you and goes up to the head and
hurls.
tries to cut through the neck, and you can hear his sword hit like the clavicle bone over and over and over. I rolled a 1. So, like, he hits nothing but bone. Every time he swings, his sword just clangs off of bone. So while you guys are working on legs, he is just doing a terrible job. So he takes a long time, but you and the Crown's Guard are fairly efficient. Alright, so that leaves Icky and Geisen. So Geisen, you said you were going to follow Heka around the north side?
I was just gonna see if I could spot Heka, if I could tell where she went.
Alright, so as you walked out, you saw Heka kind of going around the north side of the White Deer Inn, and then running around the corner out of sight.
Okay, yeah, I would head over there and call her name.
Alright, so, and then Icky, you're going to take off?
Yep. I mean, like, outside of just anything of note, I suppose, like, after a while flying around, Icky would realize that, like, if he saw Mary, he has some, he would have some questions.
Okay. Okay, no, go ahead.
But no, that's it.
Alright, so, in that case, let me... Oh, come on. Can you flip back over to the map, please? Thank you. Sorry.
Click, click, clickety clack.
Alright, so, around the north side, and then there are some, there's a little hedge of trees. As you come around the north side... What was that?
Sorry, can I comment that quick?
Yeah.
As I walk by, the bodies are right in front of the inn, right? So I walk past them.
They're about 20 feet away from the entrance. So you would walk in the general vicinity of them. You'd be about 15 feet away from them. But yeah.
As I walk by, I have to use Magic Mouth. It's another one I don't have to cast. So I can give a message, 25 words or less, and it says if the object you chose has a mouth or something that looks like a mouth, the magical mouth appears there so that the words appear to be coming from the object's mouth. So
Okay.
the one that Sunichi is hacking on,
Lower.
I would
Lower.
say, Sunichi, that really hurts. Stop.
I'm gonna laugh manically and keep hacking at him.
Alright, so Sunichi keeps hacking at it, but the Crown's Guard that is hacking away at its clavicle, it is a middle-aged, gruff-looking man. He's a little more portly than you would expect, but he's still he's in half-decent shape. But as soon as the mouth starts groaning, he screams like a small schoolgirl, throws his sword, and just sprints back into the White Deer Inn.
Okay, and then, sorry, just that little diversion, and then I would head after Heka.
Alright, so you do see Heka, no,
A
go ahead.
small detail. What voice did you use?
I I think it's just my own voice.
Okay, alright.
So it sounds like Geisen is telling you it hurts. Stop it.
Stop it.
That's all. I just wanted to know. Because it could, there's lots of ways.
Set your voice and at the volume you spoke.
Okay, alright. So that's why Sanishi thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. She probably didn't even see the mouth move. She probably just heard Geisen saying it.
Fair.
But the guy right up by the head absolutely saw the mouth of the dead giant move. And he ran away. Alright, so you see, as you come around the north side of it, like I said, you see Heka kind of darting into this small cusp of trees. And just out of sight.
I'll head over towards the trees and call her.
So as you get closer to the trees, give me a perception check.
Essen's almost as good at these as he is with strength check.
Perfect.
A 6.
6? Okay. Alright, as you come closer, you hear something, but you're really unable to figure out what it is until you come right up to this little section of trees. And when you finally get to the trees, you can't see anything yet, but you hear Mary's voice, and it takes you a second, but you hear Mary's voice saying the ritual words that you're very familiar with, your Find Familiar spell. You hear those words coming in Mary's voice from this cusp of trees, but you can't see anything from outside of it.
I just call it, Mary, just wanted to make sure you're okay, because nobody's seen you since you were in battle.
The words of the spell don't break off or warble at all. There's no hesitation. They just keep continuing in a pattern that you're extremely familiar with.
Oh, did it?
Did it drop again?
No?
Maybe? Can you guys see us?
Where's
Oh yeah, video died.
Why
Yeah.
it worked again?
Alright.
Alright, hold on.
Hey,
There we go.
Welcome back.
We're overloading
We
your
missed you.
Wi-Fi. Oh, what was that?
We missed you.
We missed you as well.
It's just Discord. That's really odd.
Well, in Discord, it's not kicking us off. It's only y'all.
Y'all.
Alright, so like I said, you're very familiar with the words of the spell and the length of time and just how things need to go for it. So you speak, you don't hear any interruption, you don't hear any delay in the actual verbiage of the spell from Mary's voice.
Oh, right, that's like a 10-minute thing, right?
Yeah, it's a 10-minute ritual spell for the Find Familiar.
Okay, well, I guess Geisen would figure if he hears her and she's casting a spell, she's probably okay. Although he's a little confused because he just saw her familiar walk in there. But I guess he would head back out to find the rest of the group until he figures the ritual will be done.
Okay. In that case, okay, so you make your way back around. Sanishi is still hacking away. Geisen, did you give me a perception check? Did I ask for that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you not recall? Yes.
He did,
No.
and I think I rolled really, really well.
Yes.
Alright, then, so Geisen, you come back around. Mickey, as you're flying, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You do see, since where you took off, you do see Heka going into the cusp of trees, Geisen going and then walking away.
Okay.
As you continue to circle, you don't notice anything else out of the ordinary. You catch Grelda and Tardan kind of winding their way through town, going down towards the destroyed buildings. You see the Sand Pointians Sand pointers.
Sand pointers.
Sand people. Kind of. They leave the White Deer Inn in single file. No, they kind of like disperse out of the White Deer Inn and start making their way back to their homes.
Beautiful.
And then Tarnin and Grelda. As it takes you about 10 minutes, you do make it to the south side of town.
South side?
Oh, yeah. Down to here.
Are there lilac trees in this part of town?
Can you
Lilac
hear a
gooseberries.
lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment grow out of every door? No, it's just here on the street where you live.
As you get down there, you do see it's a couple of small cottages, and they're utterly destroyed. There's one wall, like one has a single wall still standing. The other two have partial walls, but the rest of them are just collapsed in on themselves. There's no current fires burning, but they're uninhabitable at this point.
Tarnin will go into the nearest one that doesn't look like it's about to collapse on him and start looking for a couple of small sacks. Or any of them. He's looking for a couple of small sacks.
You do not have a find sack spell?
No, actually I don't. Sorry.
Give me an investigation check.
I investigate.
Sure.
Bless it. I was trying to do good and you gave me shit rolls.
Well, I mean, Grella is basically treating you like a walking invalid at this point, so she would be assisting you in everything that you tried to do.
Fuck it, I'm gonna use the card. I'm using the card for this.
Oh no! What did you do? Oh, what was the first one?
A 9 plus perception of 5. So 14?
No, it's an investigation, right?
Oh, investigation. That's even worse.
Oh.
Total of 11.
11. All right, so there is a house right across, or a cottage right across the street from the three that are destroyed. You do open the door. It is unlocked because everybody most likely left their homes in a rush. So you walk in. You see there is a pot of stew hanging over an empty fireplace. Poking around. After a good 15 minutes, you're able to find like a potato sack that is empty.
Oh, we're talking coin purse size sacks.
Well, I should have specified earlier.
My bad. Do you want me to re-roll, DM?
What, you just wasted 15
Yes, I
minutes?
think you should re-roll for a different size of sack.
I mean,
Reroll each size of sack.
We should honestly just kick Tarnin out of the party. This is some bullshit.
fine.
I do think
I will
Sean's
go-
assumption of a potato sack was fair because there's like tiny, and then there's like medium, and then there's big enough to put a body in, and I think that's that's fair. You said
A small sack.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't
You just
specify.
specified the size of the potatoes. If it was those really little potatoes and it was just for one, it could be the size of a coin purse.
I will say it actually, considering the wealth of this particular building, it actually takes you about 20 minutes to find a sack that size.
Honestly,
You
I'm not
find
spending 20
one-
minutes. I'm not spending 20 minutes. I will spend 5 minutes tops looking around trying to find, and I was specifically asking to do it to the buildings that have already been damaged.
Oh, already been damaged?
Yes,
I thought you said
what
the
I'm-
ones that-
No,
oh.
I want to go through the buildings that have already been
You said
damaged.
the ones that don't
his
look like they're ready to
intention,
collapse. These
his,
three have already been collapsed.
his intention is to go through the buildings that have been damaged, find some small sacks, put coins in it, and when the people show up, he's going to say, "All I could save from your place is this. I hope it helps," and walk away.
Okay. You said buildings that
No.
don't look like they're about to collapse, and
On
all three
him.
of these buildings have already collapsed. Like
Okay.
there's nothing but piles
Fine.
of rubble. So yes, in that case, I will say, if you're gonna dig through collapsed buildings, how long are you gonna spend?
5 to 10 minutes looking around to see out of the rubble. Do I see something that looks like a sack? Do I see something that I can use as a container to put coins in? And when the family show up,
I will say with that roll in 5 to 10 minutes.
then where would I go to buy such items?
Can Grelda assist?
He already rolled with advantage.
Okay.
The potatoes are already gone anyway. So
The
you're not
Giants
gonna
hate
find
them. Bastards. For something like that, there's the general store.
What's near me?
You also have to remember that this time people are still leaving the white deer in.
No, that's the whole reason I'm doing it now, not when they're...
You're not going to be able to
the store
buy
you're
it.
trying to go to is probably not manned yet.
How far is the Pillbug's pantry?
It's probably 7 or 8 minutes. 5 minutes from where you're at.
I have an idea, he says to Grelda, and starts jogging off towards the Pillbug's pantry to go borrow 3 small containers, 3 small bags, 3 small sacks, something enough to put coin in, and then jog back.
All right. While you're jogging, I'm gonna go put Libby to bed.
Fine.
And I'm going to get a beer.
But anyway, Tarnin and Grelda are headed to the Pillbug pantry.
Yes, quickly.
Okay. When you get there, okay. I'm not gonna tell you what you're gonna do. When you get there.
Is the door unlocked still from the last time I was there when I walk in and I go to where I've definitely seen small containers? And I will take 3 small containers, preferably sacks, preferably bags.
You know where a small stack of like herb pouches are.
Perfect.
It's a sack stack.
Sack
Stack of sacks.
You go behind the counter and you raid the sack stack.
And I leave a gold on the counter for him.
Are you also going to buy a sack to put those sacks in?
No. I'm not. I'm just
Those are going in a satchel. Come on, man.
Get with the time.
You uncultured snob.
So you're going to take the sack stack and pack it and make a sack stack pack?
Sack stack pack. Pack that sack stack away in your pocket.
For those that lack, fuck, I got nothing to follow.
Those that lack fuck.
We're gonna get a lot of flack for this, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Do we need to go
Well,
back?
previously he had a lack of sack stack
This whole fucking line of conversation is whack.
That's a fact.
Jack.
Getting back.
But he took them off the rack. And
No.
Oh, Tarnin does have a knack for finding those things.
Never had a lack.
You're getting a smack.
Come on, guys, let's get back on track.
But I want a snack.
A snack?
Oh no, we're under attack!
Look, you made him crack.
Oh my god.
None that we've not
I
already
think
done.
we're running out of letters in the alphabet. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to see my cat. Never mind. No? Okay.
Alright, so you have these small satchels.
Excellent.
What's that for?
Leave a gold on the counter.
Okay.
And head back.
You return to the destroyed domiciles.
For the rest of the game.
No!
Like for the rest of the session.
That.
One every time you say a word that rhymes with that line that we just did, you lose 1 hit point. Permanently.
That's not
Like being
fair.
poisoned in video games.
No, your intelligence goes down by 1 point permanently.
Oh, well, that.
Alright, so anyway, you return to the destroyed domiciles.
Yeah, I'm okay.
With
That's
your
fine.
satchels.
Fantastic. And then I just kind of wait.
With your sad
I'll
sack.
let you a beer to drink while you wait. while we wait.
You deposit the sacks like in a crack in the houses? Or?
You really want to risk your intelligence on this? I think he was serious.
Alright, how long are you planning on waiting?
Well, I can see Icky flying around still, so I think I'll just chill. Did I just change it from... Anyway.
No. So...
He's... kind of watches Icky flying around. He watches for people to show up. He stares stupidly into the beer. Thanks, Grolda.
Alright, I will say...
For being here.
You have about 45 minutes before they show up. And then there is a...
Are you...
So, you have about 45 minutes.
Are you good? I mean, you look a little rough. I was kind of concerned for a minute there.
No, I'm good. I'm great. She pulls out a cloth that is like only half bloody and then starts to clean Sasha with it while we wait.
Thanks again for being here.
Always.
If we live that long, I'll hold you to it.
If we don't, I'll hold you to it.
I might be able to arrange that.
Use the necromancer. Wooloo, wooloo, wooloo.
Woolly, woolly, woolly.
Scooby do that shit.
Oh, zoinks, yo.
Yeah. So when all this is done, all right. So killing that conversation for now, because I'm just not ready to drop that on you. Tomorrow, we're gonna head off to an island, Icky's home, which he has mentioned a few times that he does not want to go back to for reasons he has not really disclosed to me. Has he talked to you about it?
Told you guys
Yep.
about the...
He has told everybody about his exile.
He didn't really tell us why, though. Well, yeah, he did.
I told you, like,
He did.
the entire, like, the
Angry
we
water.
We were all taken over by angry water, and I was the only one to survive, and
Yeah.
I was blamed for it, and
he was
and
exiled.
Do you have any insights how I, as a leader, can help him deal with the idea we're going back to face that?
No, but we could ask him.
I think after he has a few more laps and decides to settle down, then yeah.
And also lots of alcohol.
Guess I might need a snack.
Wow.
That one was
You know,
used.
I think there was a chance we were going to get a level out of this. We had a big battle, and now I think that chance is gone.
Thanks, Lars.
It's actually going down.
Besides, that one was used. It was already used. You can't use it
It
again.
wasn't even original.
Dang it.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright, so after about 45 minutes, you do see a mid-20s couple and two small children, a boy and a girl, walk up to the house, and the woman immediately starts wailing and just like, she's just crying, and she just like stares at the house and just like pulls her kids to her skirts.
Wish me luck, he says under his breath to Grelda, and then he stands and walks over and hands a sack with 100 gold in it to the man and says, "I'm sorry that we couldn't stop all the damage. This is all we could salvage from your house."
He kind of looks at it and looks at you and looks
He
at the house.
pats him on the shoulder and starts walking away.
But
No,
this,
that's yours. Tell him, Sasha. I mean, Grelda.
First of all, burn. Secondly, appropriate. Sasha's probably a better conversationalist.
Also very convincing.
yes.
That was what I was going.
No, this money is yours!
This is yours!
He's like,
Face.
This is mine!
alright. Thank you for finding it.
Yes.
And then kind of nods and turns to his wife.
And Grelda's like, yep, I helped.
Perfect. Everyone feels good about this juncture? Right. And now he's going to ask, before I go, we found these other sacks in your neighbor's
Bric-a-brac.
mess. Do you know who I should hand these off to? Oh, come on. Don't tell me he's a jackass.
Even if he was, you know those children will say the truth out loud.
Brilliant! Why didn't I think of that?
Because children.
Because children. I have grandkids. They will spew out any information they have at a moment's notice. Who could have done this? It was her! It was my mom. It was my dad.
This is why you need to sew their mouths shut until they come of age.
No.
Until they come of age.
No, it's amazing what you can. Grandkids are awesome. Highly recommend them.
I'll get working on tier 1.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna have kids, you should definitely have grandkids afterwards.
All right. So he kind of looks at you.
Fred, John,
That's Cyril Maester's house. And then that one is Addox Gibbs.
Did you see them? Are they heading this way?
I didn't see him, but I mean, I would assume.
Looking at Grelda, I can wait for a while longer.
I gotta know where else to be.
Is there anything we can do to help you out now?
Not unless you can rebuild the house quick.
Could probably ask what their professions are. You know,
Their lineages,
what their colors are.
what their grandparents, brothers and sisters' names were. Fuck you, Lars.
Alas, Lars is not here to ask them.
No, he's not.
Fair. So, Grelda, how long do you think it would be, and how feasible would it be for us to make up something in the stables that would work for a few nights' stay, free of charge?
It depends on how many horses we have, but I think I recall that there are some like round pens as well as the stables, like not like big, but like the horses could potentially be in the pens and the people could have a stable slot.
The gentleman who's here. I appreciate it, but I think we're probably just gonna go stay with my parents on their farm outside of town if it's still there.
It's not. You have a place. At the Rusty Dragon Inn, you can have my room.
That's appreciated. Thank you. Then he kind of throws his arm around his wife and begins walking towards the bridge.
Okay.
Alright, then if you're waiting,
Yep.
I will say it takes another 10 or 15 minutes in both of the other sets of families. Unless there's anything particular you want to do. We'll say that they come, one of them also goes to their family, they live inside of Sandpoint. The third is a single elderly man, and he takes you up on your offer of a place to stay wherever it is.
If he is not comfortable, I ask him outright, are you good with staying in the stables for a couple of days, or is that not going to work?
I've slept on straw a few times in my life. It's fine.
You are more than welcome to stay until you and your belongings can be taken care of.
That's appreciated, sir.
Absolutely.
Taken care of.
That's not what I did. I gave you. It's 100 gold.
So we can take care of you.
That's the old Tarnin. Come on. He's had
So how
character
long is Iggy gonna fly around for?
Pretty much until what time is it? Was it around when
Right now it's probably around 8 by
Okay.
this time, 8 at night.
Okay, I mean, like at this point, like since the sun would have already been going down, he'd probably be making his way back to the Rusty Dragon.
Okay. Alright, then, Geisen and Sinishi. I will say it's probably been, with the wait time, it's been a bit over an hour. What would, Sinishi, I would say that during that time, the two giants directly outside of the White Deer Inn have been disassembled.
Yeah, that was gonna be my question. Is like, I'm gonna keep, getting rid of these giants till they're gone.
It is dark. The sun has set. You have disassembled number 5. The two that are right out there.
No disassemble.
There is still 3 at the gate. I don't know how long you want to go about this. I will say it will probably take you by yourself a good hour per giant.
No disassemble number 5.
Unless you're getting really full.
Nom nom nom.
I think as long as the ones inside the walls are, I'm gonna keep going until everything inside the walls is done. If it's outside the wall, I'm not so concerned about festering and infection. It can wait overnight.
If I remember right, there was only 1 outside of the walls, so it would be 2 more.
Yeah, I'm working into the night.
Alright, so you'd probably be working about, we'll say about 10. You and the one other Crown's Guard who wasn't scared to death by the spooky talking mouth.
One side tries to heal.
I'm helping.
One side tries to heal. The other side terrorizes.
Geisen, what do you do? You come back from that copse of trees, and like I said, it's about an hour.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I think we broke up for a second.
Oh, okay, guys. So what do? You come back from the copse of trees, and you have about an hour while all this other stuff is going on.
Well, after like 10 minutes, when he figures the ritual would be done, he heads back over to check out.
All right. As you walk back towards the copse of trees, you do see Mary emerge with Heka on her shoulder, and she is walking towards you.
Are you doing okay, Mary? You seem to disappear for a while.
Well, yes. I needed some time, but all is well now. I see that you've returned. I take it you were successful in whatever you went after.
As successful as we could be, I guess. We have a lot more to do. Can I ask you a personal question?
Why not?
Is Heka your familiar? Or is Heka wizard?
She looks down, and Heka actually looks like to her face and to you, and then back to her, and then Mary kind of looks up at you. There might be a long story behind that, but I'm not the one running the show. Let me put it that way.
I'm starting to get that thought.
Yes. We try and keep it quiet. I don't know how many people would accept a awakened cat. But Fenton knows. And now you do as well.
Well, your secret's safe with me.
That would be appreciated. I enjoy the anonymity that comes with people focusing on this form as opposed to this one.
Seems useful. Well, I appreciate all you did to save all the people in this town.
I appreciate what you did, though. It sounds like it was not as successful as you had hoped.
Birds it is.
We didn't get our objective. Our quarry escaped, but we know where they're going, so information is also useful.
And where is that?
Trying to think how much I should divulge. To an island to the west.
East.
Ah. No, it's to the west.
It's northwest.
Ah.
Yeah.
I take it your Aarakocra friend has to go home. He doesn't seem to want to go home.
Seem to know a lot about Aarakocras.
Oh, right, Cobra.
Thank you.
Let's just say that the awakening process extends life a little longer than you might expect. So we know a lot about a lot of things.
Is there anything?
Oh my god, she created the Aarakocra.
Mommy?
All of the Aarakocra are actually familiars. They're smaller creatures that live in the village.
There's little mites in their feathers. And the Aarakocra.
Just imagine a little kung fu flea on Icky's shoulder.
Is there anything useful you could tell us about that area?
Nothing that your feathered friend couldn't tell you.
Too much pressure, bitch.
I am aware of them, but I've not lived among them, and he has. Though, I don't know how welcome he would be. Be careful when you travel back. If he's not welcome, it could be the wrong kind of interesting when you arrive.
Or Tarnan's typical Tuesday.
I appreciate the morning. What are, I feel like I don't know if I should be addressing Heka or Mary at this point.
Are you saying that, or are you?
Yeah.
Oh. We've grown used to either.
Well, what are the two of you going to do now?
Well, my debt to Fenton has been repaid, so there's no more urgent danger, so we will make our way to see what else we can find. We like to learn, and when things are interesting, we usually find our way there.
Would you like to come with to somewhere interesting where you can learn about some new things?
I believe we have different definitions of interest. We like to learn. Don't plan on dying. And with the things that your line of inquiry has brought, that's something we'll learn about from you after, if you survive.
That sounds fair. What other kind of random question, since you seem to have a lot of knowledge, are you familiar with...
Familiar.
Yeah, dude.
Are you familiar?
What?
You said familiar, and they...
Are you familiar?
Like that is so rude. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you would say that to them.
I mean, seriously?
So uncouth. Oh, come on.
I completely blame Discord, because...
Oh yeah.
Like you saying, but I'm friends with the familiar, so it's okay. Like,
No, yeah. Cat lives matter.
This is weird.
Cat lives matter.
Lots of familiars.
I'm just...
Yeah.
I'm surprised Discord is having this many issues.
As am I.
especially
This
since it's
happened.
only for y'all.
Well, and this happened several times last time as well.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If only you had a more powerful laptop.
No? Well, I mean, everything else is working. The connection between, like, the Foundry and his laptop hasn't dropped. It's just been Discord. So it's
Interesting.
something with Discord that is causing an issue. Because, yeah, there's no other connection issues with anything. Alright, anyway. You were saying...
Can you remind me, what's the name of the place that we burned down?
Thistletop?
Thistletop. I asked if she knows of Thistletop.
I will say I knew of Thistletop before somebody lit it on fire.
I don't know who that would be.
We didn't start the fire.
No, I've no idea who might
Yes,
be
I
telling
tried to light it. No one stopped and fighted.
Would you know anything about a certain creature being held captive in the basements of Thistletop?
I have had certain dreams as we've gone by there. Whatever is there seems to be trapped by means far older than us. And if it is trapped, as it seems to have been for an extended period of time, we see no reason to untrap it. Whatever that creature might be.
That seems wise.
Aside from loot
it probably would be
and XP.
interesting.
Again, we have very different definitions of the word interesting.
If we would have failed, this whole town.
What was that?
Oh, they're just chatting back and forth.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'm glad to see that you and Pekka are both okay. I just wanted to check and make sure you're alright. Is there anything we can help you with before we head off to the islands?
Don't believe so. And I'm sure we will meet again. At some point.